Hello YouTube, Kodandi here. So I am back in the city, hey, and very glad to be here. And I do not want to talk about that other ashram. So unless you know me outside of YouTube, please do not ask about it. Ooh, let me adjust my tripod here. And so what is Third Eye Awakening exactly? What are the third eye powers? What is all of this about? So the third eye, it comes from Hinduism, right? If we're talking about the chakras, if we're talking about the third eye, we're talking about Hinduism. We're talking about the yogic tradition. And so all of this stuff that has come into the New Age tradition, that has come into spirituality in general, all of that has come from Hinduism. And Hinduism has very specific traditions and scriptures and techniques and meanings. All of this is very specifically laid out. There are ways and techniques, and it's time tested, and it really works. So you might browse onto other channels and see other teachers that have all of these weird things and hear people talking all sorts of strange things, and you might encounter psychics and different things. A lot of people are coming up with very strange things, or just sort of falling into it or discovering it without having a very strong connection to the tradition, without having a very strong connection to a teacher, guru, lineage, to the established sort of ways that these things work. And so you get a lot of people that are really distressed and really scared by the sorts of visions and experiences that they have related to psychic visions and third eye awakenings. I think even more, people are projecting their own sorts of nightmares out there and mistaking their own nightmares for psychic visions and third eye visions, and for realities that simply don't exist, or that only exist in their own heads. So I'll put some links in the Show More section for those of you that want to learn about third eye awakening and experience third eye awakening in an organized, traditional way that is a lot more safe and secure, and that is not going to lead you into these, strange psychic delusions and demons and nightmares and things like that. When you get into a lot of this sort of psychic tarot stuff, that is real. People are having real experiences, but a lot of it's coming from the ego and is not really coming from genuine third eye development. So then what is the genuine third eye development? The third eye awakening, these are extraordinary yogic powers that when you look to Hinduism, when you look to the yogic tradition, you see people that have been practicing Hindu traditions, Hindu disciplines, yogic disciplines for years in order to achieve these sorts of powers. And there are ways that my guru has where he can grant these powers through initiation, being able to give people these powers, these shaktis, they're called, allowing people to experience these extraordinary yogic powers. And they're all listed. They are all listed in the scriptures very specifically. These aren't just like coming from, whatever, someone just decided one day. No, these are all written and documented historically in the scriptures. There's 400 and some of them. I'll find the list. I'll put the list in the show more section. But all of these extraordinary powers are available, and they can be awakened. You can experience them. These third eye powers aren't coming from you. They're not coming from your own ego. They're coming from the divine. They're coming from the divine source. And so the more you cultivate your connection to the divine source, the stronger these powers will come through. And so being in a devotional mood and cultivating a relationship with the divine will increase your ability to access these powers. And I know that sounds sort of vague, maybe, but for me, how that is, it's doing the daily puja, doing the daily worship ritual, and seeing that in the ashram in India, that the people that were every day doing the Shiva puja, doing the Guru puja, those were the people that were manifesting the powers. And in fact, the Shiva puja that we do in particular, part of the ritual, you're invoking Shiva into yourself. Like there's this little thing where you're chanting the names of Shiva and you're invoking Shiva into yourself. And that's, part of how you increase your ability to manifest these third eye powers. So cultivating your relationship to the divine and doing daily worship rituals, doing your daily puja is really, really important for being able to manifest third eye awakening and third eye powers. Now, also keeping your body detoxed and detoxing your third eye is also so important. So important. And now that I'm back in the city and I have access to water, I'm able to finally start doing my yogic detox routine again, and I can, fully detox from the massive parasite infection that I had while I was out at the other ashram. So I'm very glad for that, and I'm going to be able to start manifesting third eye powers again. So I'm very, very happy for that. But this is a little bit about third eye awakening. Check the show more section where you can learn about how you can have a third eye awakening in a traditional Hindu way online. I don't know how long they're going to be offering it online, probably for as long as we're in the pandemic, which, probably going to be in this pandemic for a few more years. So take advantage of it for as long as it's available. Yeah. Nithyanandam, everyone.